Welcome to Liesel's Artistic Studio. I'm so glad you're joining me today because I have several super exciting announcements and surprises to share with you. I have been working on this collaboration with the Craftamo brush company since February. It's been quite the process and the journey to get to this point, but I'm thrilled to say my brush launch day and time are official. And there are going to be some exclusive and exciting deals going on specifically in honor of my brushes going live. Really quickly, before I load you up on all of this important information, the dates, discounts, and details, I have something very special planned for today, including an exclusive and first time reveal and unboxing of the inside of this brush set. This is going to be an amazing video today, so make sure you stick around. Okay, now you have probably seen me show off the cover of this box already. I absolutely love how this turned out. The colors are vibrant and beautiful. They have done my artwork justice with this printing. Here on the flap of the box, it announces my company name along with the number of brushes included in the set. Along the sides of the box, it also has my logo as well as Craftamo's logo. And here I'll just pull out the artwork that I personally painted for this box cover. If you haven't seen it yet, I actually recorded and talked about how I painted and came up with what you see here. So you'll have to go back and watch this cover come to life in that video. It's just kind of fun to get a bit of backstory and insight into my thought process and the creation of the cover. Now for the big reveal, let's open this box and take a look at the inside of it together for the first time. Isn't this just stunning? I mean, I sort of knew what it was going to look like before I got the sample set, but I'm telling you, I'm talking about audible gasp. The colors, the design, having the physical set in my hand was just epic. You can see here on the inside of the cover again my name, my hashtag, as well as another sister painting for the piece of artwork that coincides with the cover piece. This is a painting I did not record. I wanted to have a little bit of a surprise for you when you open this, but you can see I've used the same theme, the same style, and the same colors. Something else that makes this box amazing is that it's very easy to open, reuse, and close tight again because it's got these little magnets here within the packaging that just snap right together, making this the perfect storage case for these brushes after every use. Another awesome feature that I've been really excited about is that this set includes a special card here inside that has my artwork prints right on it. Not only is the front of the card very pretty, but on the back it has all sorts of helpful information for you, including the Craftamo website and tips on brush cleaning care. I absolutely love this little added card. It's actually one of my favorite things about this set. Then, of course, underneath that card, we have here the moment we've all been waiting for, the brushes themselves. Once again, Craftamo has created a beautiful display. These brushes have a special customized soft foam liner that perfectly fit each brush size within the set. The brushes also have a protective plastic case around the head of the brush to ensure the bristles do not get damaged during shipping. You can see on the handles of the brush that they each have the brush size, the type of brush, and my logo printed carefully on the handles. This was a fun new feature for me to see in person as well. The sample brushes I've been using in my videos the last couple of months have not had all of this printed on the handle, so that was awesome to see for the first time. Once again, very pleased. I think I should also mention here that I did personally design everything about these brushes that you see. I picked the color for the handle, which I decided I wanted to be something clean and neutral. I chose the color of the metal ferrule here, which is a gunmetal color. I wanted something that would tie in with both the handle as well as the color of the bristles, but I wanted a color that's different than the ordinary silver that you see every day. For the bristles, I not only chose the exact measurements for these, including the length and width, so they would perform in the exact way that I wanted, but I chose the texture and strength of the bristles. These have, in my opinion, the perfect amount of snap to them for a watercolor brush. And for the color of the bristles, my thought process with this was that I wanted something a little unique and different, something you don't see every day. But I felt like I needed to be a little careful with the colors for the bristles because if you're like me, after painting painting a lot with a brush, the bristles can get a little color stained. So I wanted something that could still look good later on, even after that started to happen, which is why I have a mix of the black and the white and a gradient of the black stemming from the tips themselves. I'll also just mention that, like many brushes, these do have a tiny bit of water-soluble glue in the bristles to help keep the shape during shipping, but that easily washes out if you gently rinse and rub the bristles under some clean water. This is another tiny detail that you may not have noticed, but I chose to have the ferrules crimped onto the handle rather than just have them glued on. This is going to help ensure that they do not fall off in the future as easily and make them last as long as possible. Now, as you can obviously see, and as I have mentioned before, in this set I do have 5 brushes. These are some of my personal favorites that I feel like I use the most often. In fact, I think just about any one of my paintings I have here on YouTube could probably be done with these brushes I've got here. Round brushes tend to be my go-to for the most part, so I have a big number 10, a medium number 6, and a small number 3 round size. I also love using the rigger or liner brush on occasion. There's no better way to create lovely thin lines. So I've got a small number 1 rigger in here as well. And then lastly, I just had to include an angle brush. This is a 1/4 inch angle brush, sort of a more medium size since I only have one of these. That way I can still have a high possibility to create many things with just this one brush. I really love using the angle brush. I can create some of the best one-stroke paintings with this thing, many of which I have examples of on my channel, so you'll definitely have to look out for those and give them a try. Now, I mentioned that I have some important dates and announcements for you about these brushes, so pull out your calendar now and mark these dates down with a bright red marker. These are things you do not want to miss. First up, as you are all aware, I usually only post videos on Thursdays. However, I actually have a special extra tutorial for next week along with my normal Thursday weekly tutorial where I will be demonstrating what these brushes are capable of, including some of my favorite brush strokes to use with them, as well as some of my favorite things to paint using those brush strokes. This video will be featured next Tuesday, October 8th at the same time as my normal weekly tutorials, 6:30 a.m. Mountain Daylight Time here in the US. Again, that's next Tuesday, October 8th, starting at 6:30 a.m. Mountain Daylight Time. This is going to be a fantastic video. I cannot wait to share some of the special things these brushes can do. Next up, the actual launch day of these brushes, when they will be live and ready for purchase. Now, this is a big one, the moment we have all been waiting for. The big brush launch day will be next Thursday, October 10th. This is not going to be a normal video either. In honor of the launch, this video will be a premiere video that I will be watching right along with you as soon as it begins. And I will be there in person online with you so you can live chat with me that day. This is a special opportunity that I think I have only done one other time in the whole 3 years that I have had my art channel. So make sure you tune in. Now, because this will be a premiere video and I want as many people to be able to participate as possible, the time this premiere will be live is a little different than normal. So make sure you write this down. The launch premiere video for Thursday, October 10th will be at 9:00 a.m. Mountain Daylight Time here in the US. Again, that's Thursday, October 10th at 9:00 a.m. Mountain Daylight Time. Now, for some more fun surprises and why you really need to tune in as this launch premiere video is going, I am going to have some exclusive deals just for you. First of all, I want to mention that for the first week only that these brushes are for sale, they will actually be selling for a special launch price. Normally, this set will sell for about $60, but we are going to be slashing that price down to $55. But again, this is for 1 week only. So if you are interested in buying one of these sets at all, I really encourage you to do that within the first week or 7-day time frame. But that's not all. If you really want to get a good deal on this set, if you tune in during the premiere, you will also receive another 5% discount code on top of the $5 off But there is a catch to this one though. This 5% discount code will only be available and active during the premiere. So it's really important you mark your calendars so you don't miss out on this exclusive deal. I can't believe I'm saying this, but that's not all. I also have a special painting planned just for this day. So let me pull this out and show it to you. This is a stunning floral piece that I have created especially to celebrate this launch day. I'm going to walk through this painting with you step by step, and in honor of the launch, I will be providing a special promo code which I will reveal during the launch that will provide you with a 50% discount for this outline for this particular piece. I have never offered a deal like this before, and this may be a deal you will never see again. This is just enough to help cover the cost of my fees and expenses on Etsy without actually losing money. This is literally the lowest price I can possibly offer, but I want to do this in celebration of the day and as a thank you to all of you who participate. This promo code will also only be active for a limited time as a special gift to those of you that tune in and watch this premiere sometime within that first day. I will end by reminding you that these brushes are limited in quantity. I have an exciting and overwhelming amount of people signed up to be notified when they are live, and I do believe they may sell out fast. The best thing to do is set your calendars and arrive early to the premiere as well as to the Craftamo website, www.craftamo.com. This way you can avoid missing out on any of these amazing brushes and these amazing deals. If you haven't signed up to be notified for these brushes yet, you can still do that so that you will be one of the first people to know when these brushes are officially released. I'll leave a link for that in the description of this video as well as the Craftamo website so you can check out this set as well as look at the pictures of this product. Thank you so much for joining me today. I look forward to the exciting week we have ahead as well as live chatting with you next Thursday. Until then, take care, my friends. And there are going to be I have working as this video, get ready to write. So pull out your calendars and get ready to hear, including some of my favorite brush strokes, my favorite things to paint using those brushes, including some of my favorite strokes. The time this will be live, the time this premiere will be live, the time this live premiere will be, oh my gosh, why can't I freaking talk? My